Okay, I'm recording now. So yeah, so essentially what you want to do is really when you practice is break this down, and you can actually control. Oh, also when you choose bosses, choose full magic. The
Mm.
normal preset puts you at half because they expect you to hover. So don't do that. You're always going to grab that magic in pre-moldurm chest, so make sure you do that.
Yes.
In RNG control, we can control where the next one where he goes. So he has four different spaces to go on the bottom and the top. So if you choose far left, he'll just keep ping ponging up and down on the far left side back and forth. And then it says bottom left, bottom right, or far right. So we're gonna start with the far right one to start. I think it might be easier, in my opinion, to go through phase 1 and 2 and just stick to the downright RNG and kind of combine them as a tutorial purpose. But definitely break this down as much as you can until it clicks. So when he pop down, you want to pop him immediately before he talks. I'm sure everyone is doing that already. And if you're quick
Yes.
enough, you can actually get a second slash starting. And I would encourage practicing it. It's a little challenging, but the key to getting this slash is you don't want to get too close to him. See how far away I am when I do these slashes? Like I am basically like on that second tile that is that like middle rectangle. And then you would mash your buttons, and then the second slash will hit him afterwards, and then you will get one more slash. So the goal is to get 3 slashes and then do a spin attack on the Triton. And let me show you that is where you want to stand. You kind of can stand somewhere on this tile. Highly recommend that you're not facing up because you might clink off of him. If you accidentally slash up, it is definitely possible to still get the double spin off of the Trident, but I will tell you it's harder. So what I usually do is after the third slash on Ganon, I slash to the left, and I'm trying to move to this spot here. And there's like a timing to getting the Triton spin. So I got my second slash off, 3, and then right there. See how I kind of bounce off the Triton? And then I'm going to get 2 hits there. And then if you get 5 hits quick enough, then he won't throw a Triton a second time. So why don't we work on just the Triton spin alone? Just try to get the if you do not feel comfortable with getting this slash, what I recommend you do is you just walk up, and when you get to the third text box, you want to cancel this with up. So I would stop pressing anything, press up and slash. You don't want to press B to cancel the text box because if you do that, that'll eat your slash and then you will just walk into Ganon and die. So by pressing up slash, I'll be able to um, get the slash I want. Does that make sense? That you want to make sure you don't want the sword to be canceling the text box because then you're gonna get bodied. So try to get 3 slashes and do the spin attack right here on this Triton. And let's start with that for now. And then we'll break it down into the other two. Yeah, the trick kind of is not to get too close to Ganon for either slash. So yeah, let's start with that first for everybody. There you go. That should reach Gab.
Nope.
Uh, uh you were just a little bit slower. So maybe the first slash don't go as high. Only go up to that tile. Yeah, like right on that tile of the center of the Triforce.
So I should always hold up.
Yes. Yes, you should. You should always be holding up for the 2 slashes for the text box. I agree. You need to be a little bit higher, unfortunately, on the second
Yeah.
slash. It's a little tricky, I admit. It's definitely like a timing thing, but this is about where you want to be for the second slash, right on that second tile. Try walking to here first. Like you kind of walk up left to this spot and then do the first slash. So it's like up left for like I guess half a tile. Yeah, it's up left for half a tile into an up. You can even go a full tile over. So I'm usually about here when I'm doing the first slash if that helps.
I'm like 1 or 2 frame late.
I think you need to walk more left to be under him. So you have to be like to the a little bit like inside of his right foot. Yeah, I think that's it. There you go. So now you just gotta be a little bit quicker of timing the Triton spin. But that yeah, because it's very important to get a double spin because that's going to count as 8 slashes essentially.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's
I'm
definitely
not.
the start at least.
Yeah, I was having issue getting to the 2 slash.
Mm-hmm.
So step by step.
No, no, no. I just trust me. I don't want to go too fast. I want to break this down as much as I can.
Yeah. This time it worked, but I got hit by something.
You're a little too late there, BDI. That's
Oh
good.
yes.
You don't have to go that high, just to let you know, Gab. But that worked. So you should be good. Oh, did you not do 3 slashes beforehand? That looked like it was fine.
I did 3 slashes.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe you didn't get 5 slashes in the bottom right corner to finish the first phase then. Hey Senti, how's it going?
Doing pretty good, thank you. How about yourself?
Doing good. It is Ganon Sunday.
Ganon Sunday, the finale.
Yep.
Oh, come on.
So we're working on far right Senti. I don't know exactly when you joined, but I figured we would kind of do phase 1 and 2 of each direction when we get to it. So we're
Okay,
starting with
I think
far
I put
right.
it on far right. Yeah. Okay. Is it warps or warps two?
You can turn warps off if you want to speed it up. That's fine.
No warp. Okay.
Yeah, you can turn no warp on. I would say practice when you do practice on your own to put warps on, just to, feel like the normal fight. Because if you put no warps on, he'll always spawn at the bottom, or he'll always be at the end at the bottom, and you need to practice the spin attack for the fourth phase at the top sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, but for now, we can just put to 0 warps. All right. So I should mention to you guys that I do something, or I guess I was shown by Bitey a different way of doing Ganon than what most people do. After they do the spin attack off of the trident, I always hookshot one of the lamps to get over to the side rather than kind of walk down and charge my spin attack. So I'll show you what I do. So here's the second slash happening. So slash like that. And then I would hook shot this and then do 5 slashes over here. And then I would start the fight. I
Okay.
find the hook shot to be a lot easier after the trident spin. So essentially, what you're doing is as you're walking down the center, well, helps when there's not fire bats on the screen. Let me wait for the fire bats to disappear. See how I do with dodging. All right. So when I'm walking down the center, after I do that spin attack here, I walk down, and whether Ganon goes to the left or the right, I hook shot the direction he's at. And I hit the torch. So that is what I like to do rather than charging a spin attack. And what it's going to do is it's going to make this a little bit easier to get to the right side. And it may make the inner ones a little bit harder, but we'll go over those in a moment. But I personally like to do the hook shot to the torches. If it's not for you, that's totally fine. You can definitely like charge your spin attack as you're like walking down and then bop them and then do, I guess, three slashes afterwards. But I figured I would at least mention that's not a strat that that is the strat that I do. So I'll do it one more time. Oh, unfortunately, I messed up the hook shot, but you see how I kind of hold down after I do the hook shot to the torch, and then I will slash up. And I will slash him up 5 times, which will finish the phase 1, and then we will work on phase 2, where it's 8 slashes, then a hook shot. As long as you're against the wall, you won't hook shot the torch. Then it's 2 slashes up, and then it's 2 more after that. So let me do the whole thing as one go so everyone can see it. Hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hook shot. 1, 2. Hook shot. 1, 2. And then if you step up a little bit, you can actually hook shot this lamp. And I'm going to hold upright out of it. Hold upright, and I'll do some movement to dodge the fire bats. And then I'll be in phase 3. Does anyone have questions about what I did, or I can answer anything if something looks a little tight or confusing? But I'll do this a couple times for you guys so you can see how to do the far right. But I think it's better to combine phases 1 and 2 since we're going to be talking about it. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hook shot. 1, 2. Hook shot left. 1, 2. Move up a little bit. And now and then hook shot left, and then hold upright to go in between them. So then I do the dance around there. The key of moving towards the center to go in the center of the fire bats allows you to attack Ganon if he's going to go into this top left corner. Because if you decide to dodge the bats over here, it's going to be really hard for you to slash Ganon if he goes into phase 3 over here. So that's why it's easier when I hook shot this to go into the center. I dodge all the bats, but look how much easier it is to move to any of the 4 directions, 4 spots at the top. But break it down. I showed you the whole thing, but maybe break it down up to getting underneath him if it's tricky. And I admit it, Gab. It's a little tricky to get the timing for the spin attack with the Triton. So I don't mean to be rushing you, but I've no problem showing you that again. If you want to just focus on that for now, just gotta be a little bit quicker there to the to that spot. And you're trying to go to right here. This is your goal. This tile.
Yeah, it's very different from anything I do with Ganon. Probably explain why I'm losing so much time. But
So remember, Senti, after you hook shot the torch on the left, just hold upright the entire time and you'll walk right in the center of the fire bats. You don't have to go around to the left to dodge them. It
Say
is
that again.
literally, yeah, it's literally just a hook shot, and then you hold diagonal and you'll go into the center of the bats, and you may have to dodge a few. That way, because if you're
Okay.
dodging bats over here, you may not be able to get him if he goes far right. You want to be in center to be able to slash him for phase 3.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So it's
that's not a
just so
problem.
it's just a hook shot and then hold up right, and right around here you'll have to just do a little bit of dancing. And most
Okay.
dancing that works is upright down left when it starts to break apart, and then you'll have to improv the remaining like 3 or 4 bats. But this
There we
diagonal
go.
seems to work very well of dodging things.
Okay.
Just a little late, Gab, unfortunately, but you're in the right spot at least. Sorry, I was probably talking while you were counting. Um,
Well, I was able to get to phase 2, so that's a win.
yeah, no, definitely. And this is going to be one of those things where I'm going to show you how to do it, and until you get quicker and more efficient at it, until then it'll click. What I see a lot of people when they play randomizer is they have a lot of trouble fighting Ganon because it's a very precise fight. It's very important to be as efficient as possible when you're doing your slashes or spins and be ready for the next phase or the next position you need to go. So what I see what happens is they get their slashes or their hits in order to finish one phase, but they're not in the position for the next one. And now they're too slow and they're trying to catch up to in order to finish the next phase. So it's very important in this fight to know where you want to stand and be thinking about where you're going to stand next and getting to that spot as quickly as possible. You want to almost rush to that spot rather than kind of switch to fire rod a little too slow or kind of go down and right instead of a diagonal. This fight really challenges your efficiency of movement and knowing what you're going to do next. I can't stress that enough. That you need to just like have it like really down pat of where you need to go next.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you gotta stay against the wall. But that was really good, Gab. I'm glad to see that you're getting to phase 2.
Yeah, I'm getting to phase 2. That's
No,
the goal.
that's the most important thing. So good job on that. Um, how's everyone else doing? Nice, Senti.
That feels a lot better.
Good, good. I'm glad.
Nice.
Yeah, I think you just missed a couple slashes towards the end, unfortunately. Their BDI.
Um, I do have a question because when
Yeah.
it comes to the fire bats, it's based on ice almost because it's a super tile, and if you mess up the fight, it's not gonna start on the bottom right. It's gonna start somewhere else. So I sometimes bat patterns get me.
All right, that is fair. So what Senti said is correct. There is one variable that has to do with spinning. Um, what's the right word? Enemies. So anything that's in a circle has one variable, and so since ice armors kind of spin around in a circle, and so do the fire bats, they use the same variable. So what does that mean? If you mess up the ice armors, the bats will may spawn on a different spot. So it's actually very important that you kill Ice Armos as efficiently as possible. Otherwise, a different bat will spawn because the variable will be set to a different time.
What do you mean a different bat?
When you do this practice hack, you will see the fire bat in the top in the bottom right or the top right always be the one that attacks you first.
Okay.
When you play randomizer and you don't fight Ice Armos, or you have a bad Ice Armos and he turns red, or he takes a while to kill, a different bat will attack you. So if you play NMG and you have your Ice Armos down pat and you get your big key and you mirror out, the same bat will always attack you first
I
when it expands.
I never noticed that a particular bat was attacking me
Yep. So
first.
yeah. So if you do this fight because you're doing the Ganon preset, you will see it's the exact same bat every single time. So if you
Does
want to
it
watch,
change a lot
if you want to change
if
BD,
you?
watch BDI screen right now. You see that bat right there? That I guess it was kind of like by
Bottom
Ganon's
middle.
butt. What'd you say?
Bottom middle one, I think.
It was the bottom middle. Yeah, it's the bottom middle of the bottom right. But yeah, it looked like bottom middle. Um, then you will get it every time if you kill Ice Armos. You gotta really goof up the Ice Armos fight for it to be bad. Like he has to like turn red and everything. But if you end up killing him pretty quickly, you're probably gonna be okay. But if he like, if you get hit a couple times, the variable definitely will be different when you get to the Ganon fight.
Oh, he always turned red for me.
Okay. So
Ice Armors.
then maybe okay, if that's the case, then probably you haven't seen the regular the one that you're practicing right now. So we can definitely go over the Ice Armos fight to make sure he doesn't turn red if you're interested.
Sure.
All right.
I feel like there. I feel like there's so much. Like. i- Is the same fire bat attacking me like gonna make me say gonna save me like 30 seconds or something like that? Or it's just easier.
It's easier to dodge him because the next phase that I'm going to show you how to deal with the fire bats, you're going to be in the circle, inside the circle, and you have to dodge him. So when he goes into this corner here, the bottom middle, you're going to be
Mhm.
doing these dash strats here. And then after you hit him 2 more times, you have to dodge the bats here. So this
Oh,
circle that I'm doing right now, we're going to be inside of the bats for the bottom middle phase. And so you have to be able to dodge the bats as they're trying to attack you.
okay. Now that makes sense.
Yeah. I can show you guys outside strats too, and I will tell you right now, it's not that there is a slowness to them. The problem with doing outside strats, if Ganon was here, is that now you're going to be on the outside when you're dodging the fire bats, and if he does go up to this corner, you may not hit him for phase 3. So when you do the outside strats here and fight him, you're going to have to kind of walk over here to dodge the fire bats, and it's really hard to get back over here to slash Ganon. So here, why don't I demonstrate it and that rather than just show you
Hmm.
guys. I don't think I got that. I think I was thinking in my head. All right, so I'm just going to cancel with up this time. Slash. I screwed up. It's okay. I'll fix it. All right, here's the part I wanted to show you. Up right, down left, up right, down left, and now the rest I kind of make my way around. Unfortunately, I messed up the spin attack in the beginning, but that's what I wanted to show you was this dancing that I was doing. So let's do it again.
Okay, so now like yeah, Ice Armors becomes important. Because I suppose that beating Ice Armors the right way is also faster.
Yes, absolutely.
Did you went over Ice Armors in your GT tutorial?
I think I did for the second part. I don't remember, did I? You'll have to remind me. Maybe I didn't. I don't mind making a video for it if you'd like. I think I did, but I could be wrong. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I skipped it. I have to go look at part 2. Do you guys remember?
I thought
I
you did
feel
as
like you
well.
did.
I
I don't
did. I
remember.
thought I did after Bombable. Yeah, I think I kind of went over it. So yeah, but I can definitely show it to you towards the end of the Ganon if you're interested, Gab. Um, all right. So let me just show. So that is the inside strat that I'm kind of breaking down. So the idea is I do my hook shot here, charge a spin attack, 1, 2, slash, and now do another spin attack to start this. Dash, dash, spin. I will break this down, I promise. Dash, dash, and now I have to dodge. 1, 2, and I make my way up here. And as you can see, I'm in phase 3 now. So, what did I just do? I did a whole bunch of things. So, imagine I did the Triton spin, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, and then a Triton spin here. Then I move down to hook shot. And once I see that he's going to this spot, after this hook shot, I charge my sword. I need to get a double spin attack right around here. And then I'm going to do one more slash. That is the last 5 hits. So whenever Ganon gets to the bottom, we need to do 5 hits, and a double spin attack counts as 4, and then a slash. I will tell you that you can slash too early, and it won't hit him. That Ganon is still blinking, and it'll just go through his invincibility. So you have to hesitate a little bit. After you do this spin attack, hesitate, and then slash. That will end the phase 1. So he will start to get ready for phase 2, and we need to get a quick spin attack off before that. After you get this spin attack off, you kind of bounce a little bit like this, and then you're going to go into the center of the fire bats. So just to quickly sum this up, right? We do a spin attack off the Triton, hook shot, charge, double, slash, and then an immediate spin attack to do another double. And then we go into the center for the fire bats. That is going to start doing 4 hits off the front. So let me just do that part right now for you guys. That should be the first start. So I got that. I hook shot. I charge my sword. Wait, slash, and then do another charge, and then go right into the middle. And that's where I want you to start practicing. I want to do that part first. So it's kind of a sandwich, right? A double spin, wait a split second for a slash, and then immediately slash left so you get another spin attack, and then walk in the center of the fire bats. I think that's a good start for everyone. If you don't want to do the hook shot to the torch, then what you should do is walk down off of the spin attack and charge your sword and just go straight underneath his feet. I will warn you though, it's possible that when you walk in the way of Ganon's warp, you can cause him to stop earlier than you want. There's something about where Link stands that the collision acts weird, and Ganon will be facing down a little bit higher. And it might ruin what you're trying to do. So in theory, there's an asterisk that there's more than 4 positions off the first and second phase, just to put that out there. That's why for me the hook shot feels more consistent. But I can definitely show both if you guys don't like that. So yeah, let's start with this of just getting in the center there and getting that double spin, that slash, and then that double spin again. So you got to be a little bit quicker, BDI, of getting that first spin attack off. That's why you got hit by the fire bats initially, just to let you know. Now, what's great about learning this one is the bottom left is exactly the same RNG. We're just going to do it a little bit more to the left. So, but the fire bats still lean on the left side of Ganon or over his left arm. And so it's literally the same exact thing. You just have to do it 4 tiles over to the left. Nice, Senti. Gab, I just want to warn you that you got to just be a little more efficient and quicker to do the Triton spin. It's hitting, so I'm happy, but if you're just a little bit later than that, you're going to miss. And I'd rather you go earlier, which is a little more consistent of getting that spin attack.
So it's earlier or later?
You need to release the spin attack earlier.
Okay.
BDI, you want to release your spin attack sooner at the bottom. Your first one. Yeah, you're still a little slow on the first spin attack, BDI. So
Trying to
like,
actually fix my.
oh
My
no,
audio is like a half second behind my gameplay.
oh yeah, sure, no worries. That would be really annoying if you're
They
practicing.
actually look at the sword instead of listening.
That looked a lot better, Gab, with that trident spin at least.
Yeah.
I know I'm throwing a lot at you at the same time, so definitely
Oh yeah, and
digest it. I totally get that.
if yeah, well needed 3-4 hours with Ganon.
I think this took me like 2 or 3 days to get the 1-in-1 like consistently. Like after I learned it, practiced it, like it took me a few days to get the 1-in-1.
Anyway,
Unfortunate BDI.
anyway, the VOD will always be available.
Yeah,
So
no, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, that's interesting.
and I'm dead.
I feel like I keep missing the second double spin.
Um,
I'm not getting it on the first cycle.
it might be because your first double spin is too slow. It kind of builds off of that. Are you at least
Okay.
like yeah? If you want, do it again, and we'll see if it repeats. Well, the first spin, yeah, unfortunately didn't hit. Should be good there. Yep, there you
Huh?
go. Now you got dash like 4 times.
Yeah, I'm like,
I
alright,
know.
look,
It turns
it's
into a
alright.
panic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The key is just to like try to get underneath like the little bit on the left side for the first spin attack. You don't have to be under the foot because if the more left you are, the more you're gonna get bounced to around here. So you really want to be like as dead center or a little bit to the left of him. Because then you wait, you do the slash, and then you slash left to do the charge. You probably want to be like right on this tile to do the second one, and that kind of
Okay.
pushes you here, and then you can get into the center. So yeah, try to aim for this area for your double spin / double spin sandwich. Yeah, BDI. Careful never to slash. I know it gets to a panic if you feel like you're behind, but the only time you can slash in the middle is when like 3 or 4 of the bats have disappeared, and I can show you that if you guys are interested. So I will tell you that the more you put work into these and just break them down into the directions that Ganon is, the more comfortable you're going to feel on a PB pace because you are going to be sweating. You're going to want to hit this, and all the spaghetti is going to come out no matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you're a 125 player. You're going to feel nervous and you're going to need to fall into your muscle memory just a little bit when you do this. And so the more crisp you get with this fight, the better. Very, very important fight. I will always say a Ganon on pace is 10 times harder than a normal Ganon. So did you see that BDI? Yeah, the slash was too soon. He was invincible still from the double spin. That's what happened there. Oh, hey Sawyer, how's it going? I saw you sneak in there. I got a suggestion for you, BDI. Try to when you walk down here in the center because you're kind of attracting the trident towards you when you walk down to here, and that is what's messing up the trident. So if you're going to not use the hook, or I hook shot right here when I do it, so get down here as quickly as possible, and I think the trident will be less in your way. There you go. Now, yeah, see, that's much better. There you go. Now, if you want to BDI, you can get a spin attack underneath Ganon when the bats dissipate. So it's 2 dashes into him. Then you can do a double spin attack and then 2 more dashes if that's easier. But if you want to do 8 dashes, that's completely fine. I mean, hell, if you really wanted to, you could do 12 dashes if you're super fast. You don't even need that initial spin attack off of him. Yeah, so Senti, when you get in that position, you just gotta start dashing and just hope that you're gonna be too late for that spin attack. You just gotta hope that you can get a whole bunch of dashes off.
Okay.
Sorry, PDI, didn't mean to mess you up, but yeah, that was the opportunity I was
So
talking
it's
about.
2 and then the spins.
Yeah, so it depends on how quick you are. When I do this, I personally get a little speedy where I can get 3 off, and then I charge my sword left, and then right when it dissipates, I get into that same position I did, and then I go back in the center.
Well, I'm able to get to phase 2.
Yeah, no, I saw that. So just remember, Gab, that you want to get another spin attack under his foot, and then go into the center of the fire bats after that. You want to
So
try to
you have You
Yeah.
have one spin attack to end phase one, and then another spin attack to start phase two. At
Yes,
the start of phase.
with a slash in between that. So a spin
Yeah, yeah,
attack
yeah.
and a slash finishes the first phase, and then yes, you're getting a little juicy with another double spin attack, and then walk in. So that way you are 4 hits down.
Okay,
Yep.
well, I was just trying to get phase two.
No, I get you. I got you. I got you. You're breaking it down. I understand.
Yeah.
Um, what I can show you guys is there is a way to do outside strats. So what you do is you do a spin attack here, and this pushes you out here. So his fire bats are in this circle right here, right? And then what you do is you do 1, 2, and he's pushing you back when you do this, and then you charge your sword and hook shot, and the fire bats will expand, and you'll get under his right foot again, and then you'll have to hook shot to get out, and you get 1/2 slash, and that also can be done for phase 2, and then you'll have to run around this way to avoid the fire bats. Now the only issue with that is if he does warp to up here, it may be difficult to hit him for the first hit of the third phase, but it definitely can be done. So let me show you guys how to do that. I just want to show you an alternate way if you watch the video back, if you want to do this. One, two, charge your sword, hook shot. 1, 2, hook shot again. 1, 2. Now I'm going to go around this way to avoid the bats, and then I would have to make my way to the top to slash him. So that's why I'm saying this top left one might be difficult. Let me do it again
I
for you
think the
guys.
most difficult in this situation would be bottom left.
Bottom left.
Because you're so far up, or he doesn't go bottom left.
Oh yes, 100%. I agree with you.
Because top left, you're kind of close, but bottom left, like you're very far.
I see what you're saying. So let's do this again. One, two, slash. 1, 2, 1, 2. Charge my sword. Hook shot in. 1, 2. Hook shot again. 1, 2. And then make my way around to dodge the bats. If you wanted to, you can do a combination of the two if you want to. You can do outside first and then make your way to the inside. Hook shot. Start off by going outside. Oh, wait, I screwed it up. Sorry. That's what happens when you talk at the same time. One, two, slash. 1, 2. 1, 2. Charge my sword. Hook shot in. And now I can finish the fight with 2 dashes and then be done with the fight. Now I'm in the center. So
Yeah.
you kind of have your choices of whether you want to stay outside or you want to go outside and then inside. So
Right.
it's good to have the options. It's also good if, let's say, you make a mistake, right? You're planning on doing an inside strat, but you accidentally spin attack a little bit too early, and then all of a sudden you're pushed out here. Now you have that backup of like, well, I don't want to go all the way over here with a charged attack and then work my way inside. Now I might as well just force myself to do outside because I made the mistake of getting pushed over here. So knowing both strats is really good.
Yeah.
Now, if you really get like really sweaty with the dashes, you technically can do 12 dashes at him. It's really, you got to be really clean with it. But if you wanted to, if you just got right in the center of the bats and started doing this from the beginning, even without doing the second spin attack at the bottom, you can get 12 dashes off on him. If you're very efficient with it. I just figured I'd mention that if all of a sudden you guys become professionals with it, you could choose to do this the whole time. All right. So what I'll tell you about the bottom here, this bottom left, is it's exactly the same thing. He's going to throw the fire bats here on the left side of him the exact same way. And then you're just going to be dealing with doing a spin attack, a slash, a spin attack, and then getting inside and doing 2 dashes here. charge and do a spin attack, and then do 2 dashes here. Exactly the same way. Or you can do
Oh.
outside strats, right? The spin, slash, hook shot your way in, spin attack, hook shot your way out, slash.
So it's not even mirrored. It's just.
It's not even mirrored. No, his fire bats are also on the left side. It is not mirrored.
Oh, okay.
Nope. Good question. It's a very good question. So obviously the biggest difference between this is that you're hookshotting the left torch now instead. And then you're going to get under his foot here.
Yeah.
All right. So let me do that now, just to show you. Hook shot. 1, 2, slash. 1, 2. Get in there. 1, 2. Get ready to charge. Double. 1, 2. And now upright, down, left, upright, down, left, and do a bunch of whole dodges. And then you'll be able to slash him. Let me now do outside strats for you. That way you'll have both right next to each other in the video. One, two, hook shot. 1, 2. And now you're going to wrap around here to dodge these things. Okay, so that's both of them. Does anyone want me to repeat either of them or break it down a little bit slower?
I'm good.
You're good? Okay. I admit it's a lot of work to try to do all in 2 hours. So yes, break it down into little pieces until you get the Triton spin, until you finish the first phase, and work on each one at a time. And then when you feel comfortable with it, set it back to random. So that way you don't know where Ganon's going to go. That way you're not, a little bit of cheating and hinting, leaning towards that direction. You need to be able to be ready for him to be randomized. Okay, cool. Do you guys want to practice that, or do you want me to just do far left? Because far left is a little different.
I'm okay for you to go far left.
Okay. BDI, Senti?
Yeah, I'm good for far left.
Okay, so let's do far left. All right, so there's a couple of strategies for this. There's a bunch. I will show you that if you wanted to, you can do something similar where you're doing the 8, 2, and 2. But I will warn you that you have to do it away from the torch, and you'll keep getting pushed to the right when you do it. Just a little bit each time. So you have to keep correcting. That is just the awkwardness of this. I don't like to do this strat, but I see a lot of people do it. But you're essentially doing the same mirror thing that you were doing on this side. So you'll get you'll do the 5 slashes to finish him. Then you'll do 8 slashes here. Hook shot right. 1, 2. Hook shot right. 1, 2, and then hook shot and make your way around. Very exact. It's like the mirror image of what you did on the far right. Let's see if I can do it. It's not my preferred, but I'll show you different choices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to move over here. You see how I'm like inching constantly back over? Well, it helps when you actually hook shot when you say you're going to. And now you're going to hook shot there and make your way around. All right, so let's do it again. Oh, nice.
Fatal error.
Very nice.
What did you do?
I died.
Some ace?
I died.
Died.
That's what I did.
Dying is a fatal error.
Clearly.
Don't die.
Obviously, don't die. See if it remembers the direction I saved. Nope, didn't remember. One thing I should say about doing the hook shot strat, if you are going to do that, when you hook shot, let me get the text box out of the way. You need to press down and stand as close to this wall as possible, because sometimes the trident might come and hit you. So you have to actually dodge it before you do the 5 slashes to hit him. So watch out for that after I hook shot the torch. See how that almost hit me? I have to move down here to avoid it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I missed. It's 7. 1, 2. Let's see if I can fix this. I don't think I can. Yeah, I think I'm 1 short. But that's the idea. Let's see if I can do it without talking. That's always the classic. Ooh, I didn't get the spin off. Awkward. Let's try that again. Two, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hook shot. 1, 2. Hook shot. 1, 2, and I'm off. And I kind of try to cheat to get back over here so I can slash this guy if this is the top one. All right, let's do the other one. This one I think looks more intimidating, but I don't think it's as bad as it looks. But I'm going to show you the inside strats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 dash inside and do 3 or 4 dashes. And then here I just do like 5 slashes. And then I do a couple more to finish him off. So what did I just do? Let me see. Let me change his back to warp a second. So I do the 5 slashes to finish off phase 1. And I do 1 more to start phase 2. And then I dash into him. So that's 2 hits. Once I go here, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 3 or 4. So that should put you at 6. And then the bats are going to dissipate. So you'll be able to like bounce off of this wall and get like 5 slashes. And that should put you to about 10 or 11. And then you'll just do 2 more dashes after that to get them. So let's do it again. Hook, go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 dash. 3, 4, 5. 1. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dash, dash. And you can get another slash there if you need to make sure you get him into phase 3. Let me do that again because I did get hit, so it wasn't as clean. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And then that's the cheeky one I like to do. So that was an extra one. And then if he ended there, it would be fine. You got to do a little bit more of these quick dashes at him. But when the fire bats dissipate, you should be able to get like 5 of them in here. So if we're doing 1, 2, and then we're doing 5 here, that puts us at 7. So you only should have to do 5 dashes at him, as opposed to 4 when you were over here. So yeah, I don't mind doing this a few times. This one's definitely a little bit more work. But I think once you kind of start to break it down, it's not that bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there you go. I got 14 hits there and I only needed 12. So I just wanted to show you how you have enough time to do a lot more hits than just the 12 if you needed the more time. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 11, 12, 13. I couldn't get that one. 14. So there's 14 of the 12 hits that you need. Any questions? Do you need me to break it down just a little bit more into phases? I guess the first thing you could do if you wanted to was just practice dodging the trident by moving down, doing 5 slashes and then doing a slash and a dash into him, and then get in the center and then pause there. That would be a good maybe starting spot for if you wanted to practice. And then you can practice adding 3 dashes, 5 slashes, and 2 more dashes, something like that. 3 more dashes? Yeah, 2 more dashes. 3 dashes, 5 slashes, 2 dashes sounds like a good amount if you needed to choose an exact amount. You have a lot of time when you're doing these dashes into Ganon. Like when Ganon is blinking, you can walk through him. So that's what allows you to kind of step away that you don't get hurt. And you don't have to like be super close. You really can just be a half a tile or almost a whole tile away like I am right now. So the more that you break this down and do something like this, the more comfortable you're going to feel. Like I see people go like this, right? They're just like going like this really quickly. You don't have to do that. You can step back to about here and do this. And you saw I had enough time when I was doing this. So just this alone is enough. And all I'm doing once I get to here with the dash is I'm holding left. I'm just canceling the dash right about here and then holding left to go back to here. And then it's just dash. I'm kind of dash turning around, just to put that out there. Like when I get to here, I dash turn back into him. Like even if you got to here, you'd still be able to walk out. It'll still work out. It's definitely one of these like tricks that you have not done the entire game, so these really quick little short dashes are going to take a little bit of practice, but there's a pretty large window of error when it comes to these, and it's not as scary as it looks. And then just the other thing I wanted to mention was that when I dodged 2 of the fire bats here, you saw that I did like a cheeky slash afterwards. I do that every time just to be consistent. So if I'm ever slow and I make a mistake, I can get that last hit in to get to 12, and then I will have the same consistency of dodging the bats. And again, I always dodge bats up, right to down, left. That's how it always starts, and it always seems to work because they're gonna come at you in this like clockwise fashion, and this upright down left always works to dodge them. And then once like 4 or 5 bats are gone, then I kind of start making my way to wherever Ganon spawns at the top, or appears at the top, I should say. All right, any questions? Anything I can answer or we go over?
No, I think it's okay.
All right. Yeah, I understand, Gab, that it's just a lot, and you have to break it down into pieces. And I know that
Yeah,
we only have so much limited time, unfortunately. But you're right. It takes a good amount of practice, and so just breaking it down into pieces and pausing the video is going to really help you. As long as
yeah,
I've
I
been
won't do.
recording this whole time, I have been. I've made other videos, so it wouldn't have been the worst thing if I hadn't. I actually have done a session with this with Senti before even the program. So it does exist somewhere.
Right.
How are you guys doing, BDI and Senti, when it comes to this?
This one feels easier than the other ones.
It feels
I don't
easier.
know why.
That's interesting. I guess because you don't have to do a spin attack, right? I think that it's just because you have to do like 5 or 6 dashes again, and that some people find this to be the hardest. All right. I think we're ready for
When you
phase
get recoiled by the like last slash, how do you dodge the bat?
I have a very specific place that and the timing that I'm dodging the bat that I don't get the recoil. So you did it higher. I'm usually straight to the left of him. So it's I dodge like 1, 2 bats, and then
So like that, but don't get hit by the third because I was too close to
yeah,
Ganon.
yeah, exactly. Let me see if I can just do it, and then I can show you what I'm talking about. It's kind of hard to explain. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh yeah.
So it's up right here. This is where I'm doing the slash.
Yeah.
And then I will be able to hold down to avoid that bat that's coming at me. So I dodge 2 bats, and then I do a slash as straight from him. And then if I'm not pausing, I would have dodged that.
Okay, so down after the slash to dodge the third one.
Correct. I'll say that I do 1 upright, down left, and then slash, and then I'm going to hold upright to dodge the bat. So it's actually an upright to avoid him. Yeah, because I'll be down here in the middle. And then I'll be holding upright. All right. I think we're getting ready to talk about phase 4, which is, of course, the most complicated one. All right. So, if you're really sweaty, you technically can get Ganon with 2 hits of phase 4 before you light the torch. I will say if this is something you're just learning, I don't recommend doing 2. You can do 1 very easily, which I can show you. But I want to just demonstrate you can do 2. So, what do you want to do for phase 3? You just kind of want to walk over and you want to slash him by the time he is about to be vulnerable. There is no reason to ever be slashing into him as he warps. That's not going to do anything. You just want to slash at the end. It's 50-50 whether he's going to warp or he's going to be vulnerable for an attack. I have it set that he's 100% going to warp, so it's I'm not getting anywhere. But if I turn this onto random, there you go. And as long as you hit him before he does the jump, he will not spawn fire bats. If he is able to get his stomp off, there'll be a circle of fire bats that go around him. All right, so let's see if this is the one. So you see how every time I hit him, there's been a section of tiles that has dropped. So when I hit him the first time, the tiles along the top fell. Then when I hit him the second time, the tiles along the right side fell. And I just hit him on the top left, so that's why the tiles on the bottom are going to fall. So obviously, when we set up for the 4th phase, we're going to be watching the left side. Now, let's talk about this first. So what I want to do is do a slash, and I want to charge my sword. Did you see that my sword did the whole, like, the golden thing at the end? And that showed that my spin attack is completely charged? That is your goal. You want to be able to be able to slash Ganon and get your spin attack ready for that way when I cancel with L and R, it's just going to do a hit immediately. Bam. So unfortunately, if Ganon decides to warp in the same spot, he will turn blue. That just means you got unlucky. You have a 1 in 4 chance because he's staying on one side that he's going to stay in the same spot, and I didn't count as getting a hit. But if he had warped to here, or here, that would have counted as an attack. So let's see if I can get one where I don't get unlucky. So charged. It's kind of funny he went to the same spot. And okay, I just remembered something. I need to put this on random. That's why this is not working. I told him to spawn in the top left every time. That's why. All right, so let's see what happens this time. See how he moved? And you'll hear Ganon do the ooh sound. That counts as the first hit for phase 4. So that is what you're trying to do. So you see, that was a warp, slash, it's another warp, slash, immediately charge my sword and go after him. And then I'm going to use L and R to cancel this text box. And unfortunately, he spawned in the same spot, so that didn't count as a hit. I'm getting pretty unlucky right now. Again, 1 in 4 chance. So let's see. Let's see if I can get this. Okay, so that counted as a hit. I'm going to switch to lamp. Now I'm looking in the top left corner. Do you see that tile that hasn't fallen yet, the last one? When that completely falls is when I want to light the torch, or start lighting it before that. So right there. That is when I want to get him. And then I will start making my way into the next phase. So let me do that again to show you guys. Basically, exactly when that tile falls is when I want to light the torch. So I go up here to dodge the fire bats, and I use my hook shot. Now I'm going to wait, lamp. Right when this left tile here falls completely is when I start lamping. So the other thing I should have mentioned before, I admit, is that I like to hook shot the lamp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dodge a fire bat. So he's going to go to any of the top 4, right? When he does this text box, he stays on the same side. So what I'm going to do is move to the center bottom, lined up with the lamp and the torch, and I'm going to wait for the fire bat. Now I'm going to hook shot, switch to lamp, and then torch. And then I can start doing my spins. So let's do this one more time. All right. He's going to stay at the bottom. So I'm going to stand in the upper mid now to dodge it. Hook shot. And you see how the tile is completely gone? I got a lamp immediately. And then I'm going to go chase him to do these spins. All right. Let's work on that on its own. Let's make a save state like I did. After the third phase, when the right side is finishing, make a save state like I did. You see how I already hit him at the third time at the top, and the tiles are starting to break at the bottom. That way you can be working on the start of the fourth phase like I'm doing. So let's start with that. If he turns blue, don't worry about it. Just walk over to the torch and then just lamp. There's no fire bat to dodge if he turns blue. Yeah, a little scary there, BDI. I know. He can do that sometimes. He'll meet you by the torch. Gab, if you need to, give yourself health. Use the menu to make sure you make it there. You made the save state a little too late.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gab. Yeah. It's all good. We're almost done. After we talk about this, then we're just going to talk about whether we're going to do baby triples or triples, and we're almost done for the night. This is not an easy fight, and it's going to take a lot of work to feel very clean with any of this movement. I promise you. It took me, like I said, 3 or 4 days to like get it, and then it took me like another couple of weeks to feel really consistent that I didn't feel like I was making mistakes. And the sooner you get into your head of exactly where Ganon's warping to, and you're like, I have to be here, and I have to do this, the faster you can get that in your reaction, the better you're going to be. And that's something I'm going to demonstrate and encourage when we talk about phase 4 of getting into the position to light the torch as fast as you can. So you're waiting on him. You're getting unlucky there, BDI.
I feel like my save state sucks
Oh,
as well.
you
I
know what it
barely have-
is? No, BDI, you have to set Ganon to random. He's always going to turn blue for you. Yeah, you have to set him to random. There you go. Now he's gonna be correct. There you go. Sorry, I
it
didn't
up.
notice that sooner. Oh, maybe you just get unlucky. Never mind.
There we
There
go.
you go. Yeah.
Right up. Does that seem? Yeah.
I do right then down for the menu.
Right down. Oh, that's is better.
Yeah. As long as you don't have a bomb, then you might have to do right down. As long as you're at 0. You should be at 0, but maybe if you picked up an 8 bomb in Turtle Rock, you might accidentally have some extra bombs. Try to hookshot a little bit later, BDI. I don't want you to accidentally hookshot too soon and then the fire bat's going to meet you by the torch. Just to let you know. So that's the idea, Gab. You want to slash sooner and charge your sword immediately after the slash. If he cooperates. There you go. Now when you do LNR and let go of B, just let go of B. Just immediately LNR. That's it though. You got the timing.
Unlucky.
Are you still holding B? Like during the text box, let go of B. So you're just mashing LNR.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That way you release B immediately from the text box. There you go. Nice.
Come on.
I know. He's a Ganon. He's gonna do it in a PB run as well. Keep you on your toes. I think Sunti fell asleep. She did that last week, didn't she? She just got quiet and then bounced. That's funny.
Yeah, I'm about to bounce.
Do you want me to quickly go over phase 4 a little bit, or you just want to watch the video later?
Yeah, maybe I have 3 or 4 minutes.
3 or 5 minutes? Okay. All right. So I have lit the torch, and our goal with the fire rod is that we want to light this left torch when he gets to the end of his warp. By doing that, he will be vulnerable after he puts his hands down, and you're going to do a spin attack, and then you're going to do a spin attack at the top, and then one more spin attack at the bottom, and that's why it's a triple. So you see how I wait for him to get to the bottom, hit, hit, and then hit, and you're going to see I'm going to start to line up for the next one. 1, 2. Now I got to get back over there to line up. Right when he gets to the bottom, 1. Right when he has his hands up, 2. And then again, I'm going to line up with the torch. I'm going to go up to him. 1, 2. So you see how I'm constantly getting these triples? The trick is that you want to do it at the end of his warp. That is how you're going to get these triples. So I'm going to go light the torch here. Going to go chase him over here. Oop, I got bodied. Let me get the fire rod. So because I'm off script where I stopped him in the middle, there's no way I can get him there. I have to wait. Now I'm on script. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait for him to get to the bottom to see his hands go up. 2, or time it, I guess is a better way of putting it. 3, 1, and then he's done. So yes, if you are standing close to the middle or the right, you're going to have to wait a little bit or time it for when he gets to the end. And that's the trick, is feeling comfortable with the timing of right when he gets to his spot. You'll see it instantly from when he's warping, whether he's going to go to far left, bottom mid, bottom left, bottom right, or far right. And you have to time lighting the torch with that. And then what he'll do is he'll put his hands down, and then you'll wait for him to look like he's in the warping phase with his arms down, and you'll get a spin attack off of him. Now, I will tell you that what I find comfortable doing is I consider this my home base. Every time I want to light the torch, I'm in this area. Sometimes I'll cheat a little bit to the left or cheat to the right if he's going to be over here. But otherwise, I am generally always lighting the torch here. What I'm trying to do is find a consistency so that way, whatever position he's in, I will be ready for him in any of the 8 positions here to light the torch. So if he's at the bottom, it's a lot easier to just light the torch, wait for him to do his thing, and then spin attack him here. Another thing to mention, remember I keep saying it over and over again, your spin attack is a square. So when you have to get him to go far left, this is probably good enough to hit him when he's over here. Like this is going to be good enough. The top left corner of my spin attack is going to catch his foot. So the next time you see me light the torch and chase after him here, I'm only going to go to about here. You are wasting time by going underneath him here. You might as well just get him around here. And that is also another thing to describe, is how efficient you want to be to getting to the spot you need to be. So watch that when I do it this turn. So I get my spin. I'm going to go to the top middle on the left side. Oh, he turned blue. It doesn't matter. So I'm just going to go wait here. I don't think I can catch this. Yeah, I can't get that. So I'm going to have to wait. Oh, that's embarrassing. 3. Now I'm going to light the torch. 1. So let's see. See how far away I was there? I kind of over-exaggerated on purpose for that one. So let's see. Look at that. Look where I was when I hit him with that on his toe. That's pretty crazy how far away you can with the spin attack. Push my way. Look, I'm going back to my home base. 1, 2. And now I'm going to do the same thing. Go back to my home base afterwards. Okay, now I can cut over a little bit since he went to the left. So I cheated a little bit. 2. Okay, now he's dead. So, another thing to talk about. I'm not going to light the torch on purpose to show you something. Whenever I do these spin attacks, I am always going from... Oh, I got to light the torch. I got to at least do the torch glitch once. Otherwise, this is not going to work. Hold on. It's important for you to see what he's doing when I do this. So let me get the torch once. That's actually really annoying. I actually might have to... Okay, we got there. All right. So let me just wait for the torch to go out just to show you something. Whenever I go to attack him, I am always going up to down when he's at the bottom like this to dodge, and when he's at the top, I'm always going across. So this is probably the very first thing you should practice doing. Just do this. Don't even light the torch. Just feel comfortable dodging the fire bats when you're not talking. It's a little bit easier. And just getting in here. See how I'm just doing orthogonal movement? I'm just moving left, down, up, and right to dodge the bats and then go in. Now I'm purposely so I did that on purpose, right? I over exaggerated, went to the left, right, because that's going to be closer to my home base. So whenever I attack him on this side, I'm always going in this direction because that's going to push me to this spot that I want to be. So that's why I'm always doing that. And it's the same in this side, right? I would start over here and then I would work my way up to that side. That's very critical to practice first. You want to do as little movement as possible when dodging Ganon, and you do not want to do circles. You want to do horizontal attacks. So feel very comfortable getting close to Ganon and dodging these bats. So that is definitely the first thing to talk about. The other thing to mention is that when you're at the bottom, if you do your spin attack here, you will bounce off of the bottom hole and hold up. That will cancel your spin attack sooner for you to light the torch. So it's actually good to bounce your spin attack off the edge. It'll give you more of a quicker chance to react to lighting the next torch. So let me try to put all the things I just described in motion with what I just said. And I think we can call it there. And I don't mind doing this a few times if that helps. But there definitely are like micro situations that we can definitely go over. So he's going to go here. One. Now this is one I'm going to have to skip, right? Since I lit the torch and he was in the middle of his warp, I can't get him with a third spin attack here. I'm just going to wait it out. See how impossible that would have been? So I just want to light it here. Caught him at the top. 1, 2. Now I got to over exaggerate. 3. I'm going back to my home base. Fire rod. 1, 2. So watch the bounce. See how much quicker I was to being able to light the fire rod? 2, 3, and I got him. So let me do it a couple more times. If you have any questions at all, this would be the time to ask. The sooner that you can convince yourself to line up with these torches to light them, the better of a chance you have. Oh, that's unfortunate. To get them. So I really encourage you to get to this spot of a beeline as fast as possible when you have the fire rod. You don't want to be like bouncing over here and now you're going to be too slow to lighting this fire rod shot and catching up to him. It's also important. Do you see how he kind of like blinks with his hands up a little bit? You can technically interrupt that at any time with the fire rod shot when you hit it off the torch, but you will have less of a time of him warping. So let me show you what I mean by that. Let me make a save state here. See how I did it at the end and he kind of warped a little bit sooner? There, I did that right at the end. Oh, let me try that again. Nope, I'm mistiming it. See how he like blinked like 5 times there? That actually wasn't too bad. But see how much quicker that was? Was that obvious that that was a little bit quicker from him warping to the top left? So essentially, you really want to be able to fire rod him when he just arrives at that spot, and that will give you a lot more time to hit him like that. That is a longer him pausing there for you to get that first spin attack off. If you wait too long, like that. See, he warped almost instantly. He did like 1 blink there instead of like 5 or 6 blinks. That may be the difference of you messing up timing, and you may say, hey, why did I miss that spin attack off? Here, I'll do it again. That was a little bit too quick. So
It's
this is
more
what you
difficult
want.
to it's more
Yeah.
difficult to see the blinking at 30 FPS.
Oh, you guys can't see that? Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it's 30 FPS.
You're right. I think this Discord does not have 60, so that's actually a good point. I guess what I'll say is experiment with that yourself and do what I'm doing. Wait for him to kind of sit there a bit, and you see how he warped like almost immediately. At that time I didn't time it right. That time he's going to sit here for a while, and you'd have a lot more time to release the spin attack after he drops his hands or his cape. Right there. That's when you want to get him. All right. I think I've spewed enough information, which I know is a lot. There's a lot going on in this fight, and there's unfortunately 50% of it is phase 4. But I encourage you to practice with it unlit, just doing this to feel comfortable with only making like 1 or 2 movements to start, and then start to try to feel more comfortable with doing the triples, like I was said, and trying to always start here to light the torch for the third one. If you don't feel comfortable with that, what I will say is do this. Do the triples at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, and now wait. Just skip the cycle, and now wait here, and now get him again. So basically, you're just skipping 1 time that he's going to shoot a fire bat. So you just always light when he's coming to the bottom. So I'm just going to wait this one out. Now when he comes here, now I'm going to fire rod, and now I'll be able to get 3. That's what people refer to as the baby 3 attacks, of just kind of waiting for him and not chasing him at the top. So I'm going to wait, fire rod, and now I can get 3 attacks in again. So those are the alternates. Maybe you'll lose like 3 or 4 seconds or 5 seconds ish, I'll say, but it's not that much difference. And I think that's a lot easier. I think that people find it very difficult to have to chase him when you have to do a spin attack at the top. Lighting the torch down here and chasing him to one of those top ones is pretty tricky. So, all right, I think I'm done spewing information. If anyone has any questions during the week, please message me. Say I'm having trouble with this phase in this position, and I have no problem making a shorter video so you don't have to sift through this entire video here if you need some assistance. Any questions I can answer for you guys?
I don't think that right now I have any question.
All right. Just break
I
it
need to
down. Yeah.
Try that. Yeah, I need to try that. All right. Well, thank you.
All right.
And
You're very welcome. Have a good night, buddy.
you too. Bye bye.
I have a question, but I didn't know
Yeah, sure.
what it was. Like I've forgotten what it was.
Oh, I was talking too long. You forgot. All right. Hopefully it'll click and you'll remember it. There's definitely like a lot of like small nuances with this fight where it's like in this particular one, if he warps from the bottom middle to the top left, do this instead, you know. But I don't want to break that down too much.
I think that was it actually. If you like get the
Why
yeah,
are you getting
you
blue
just have,
Ganon?
you have to miss. No, I
Oh,
missed the timing there. If you with the torch light, with the lamp light, not the fire, like the first light,
yes.
is it never worth it? Like if they go bottom left all the way to top right on the last lamplight one, do you just have to
You have to give up on it.
like sacrifice one of the cycles
Yes.
because it's too long to get to and do the fire rod?
Yes. So when you
Okay.
do the torch glitch, you are most likely never going to be on cycle. So you have to do 2 spins and then give up the third one and just get ready to set up for the next one.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're asking me. I can tell you that when he turns blue off this attack that you're about to do, 99% of the time, he's going to be on cycle now when you light this torch. So if you got to the top, so this can count as 1, now 2. Now get rid of the fire rod ready after this one. Oh, unfortunately,
Oh,
you hit him and got him
too early.
blue. Yeah, it's okay. But you would have been on cycle to light that torch when he got to the bottom. So that's what I always tell people about the blue Ganon is that 99% of the time, there is a 1% he doesn't, that when you turn the Ganon blue off the first spin with the text box, you will be on cycle for the rest. Whether you can spin attack the after the torch glitch, the first one, or not, you'll be on cycle. And I was not going to go over cape spins. I don't think that's worth making people sweat over that. That was good that
Cape
you walked
spin.
away there for the fire bat. Oh, geez, that was unfortunate.
I don't know why I kept holding down.
Yeah, so this will be 1 and 2, and then you're just gonna have to wait out the next one. Yeah, so just get the fire rod ready. Yeah, you will never be able to get this one. You were just a little too early there. I think you'll have to wait this one. Yeah.
Too
Just a
low.
little too low. Just a smidge. You're just a little too high on the, yeah. I know. It's a lot of small micro things. And so what I would do is I would question you on that. It's like, could you have gotten closer to lining up the torch sooner than what you did? And that may have made it easier to continue fighting him. I watch a lot of people not get into position to light the torch quick enough, and that's what causes that rush situation and mistakes happen. Yeah, that was pretty hard to go over in an hour and a half, all 4 phases. But I think we did the best we could.
So you have to. I think my question was more like sometimes like this warp here could be really close to the
To the home base that I'm
correct
talking
spot.
about.
Yeah.
So normally what I do is I probably fire rod to light it, and then I slash immediately like away from him, and then I get the spin attack off. So that can be a fire rod, and now chart. Yeah, that's exactly. That was it. That is probably what I'm doing most of the time when I have to light the torch, chasing him downwards like that.
Oh, oops.
That counts. Oh wait,
Oh.
I don't know if that counted. Never mind. I think that counted as it didn't count actually.
It's on 6-0 the health, so
It did
5
count.
8.
Oh. Oh no. It. Oh
Oh,
okay.
oh wait.
Well, what was? Does it start at 6-0?
I don't know what it started at.
I guess you will see on the next save state. No, 6-0 means that he's at 12 hits. So no. I know 64. Yeah.
Yeah, 6-0 is still
Yeah.
like full health.
Yeah. No, that sounds right.
Why do I keep pausing like I need to switch to hook shot, but that's
Oh.
just me being dumb.
No, it's okay. I mean, you're trying something new, so I get it. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait this one out. So the key to getting that specific spin attack was pushing against the bottom wall, so that way the spin attack wouldn't be as laggy. You know what I mean? Pushing against that edge is going
Yeah.
to relieve you from that spin attack and get you to go to that home base a lot quicker. There too. Yeah, well, I'm talking at the same time, so I'm distracting, but
Yeah, that one.
pushing yourself off the
I did the
bottom is
fire too
really
early.
good when he's at the bottom. Yeah, like that. But that's definitely the idea. All right, I'm gonna end the recording here. I think this is a good amount. Just me talking. You know what? Let me do a few. Let's see if.
Oh, it does count, but it resets his health. I just looked at the.
Oh, interesting.
It went down and then went back up to full.
Interesting. Okay, so this is where I bounce. Go to home base. Ooh, I might be too slow. Yeah, I was too slow at shooting the fire rod there. Am I lighting this? I am lighting this. Alright, so let's do baby triples again. So we did 3. Now we're going to bail and wait. Set up for the next one. Right when he gets to the bottom, fire rod. 2, 3. We're going to wait on this one. 1, 2, 3. Waiting. 1, 2. Okay, let's do baby triples again. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to wait. 1, 2, 3. We're going to wait that out. 1, 2, 3. We're going to wait this out. 1, 2, and that's it. All right.